Hello, welcome to the Stitchin' Den. I'm Jenny, and today I'm going to take you on a little tour of our quilt side of our Stitchin' Den. The Stitchin' Den has been in business for 20 years, and the quilt side of the Stitchin' Den has been in business for 6 years. So we are growing and growing and growing, and we're so excited to share with you some of the things that we have going on. First, I wanted to show you as you enter the Stitchin' Den, we do have hand sanitizer. We do require masks for anyone who's in the den. I'm not going to wear mine right now because you won't be able to understand a single thing I say, but we won't let customers in right now. All right. Our Stitching Den and our Quilting Den features mainly products that are related to nature, the wilderness, and the wildlife of our beautiful Rocky Mountains. We're located in Estes Park, Colorado. We're open 7 days a week from 10 to 5. And so you can always find us here. Some of the wonderful fabrics that we have are these specialty Rocky Mountain Parks pillows, the Rocky Mountain Park panels, and lots of interesting little mountain-like themes. So we have fishing flies, we have fish, we have aspen trees everywhere you turn. We are really all about celebrating our beautiful Rocky Mountains. I'm going to take you over here and show you how our fabric is currently organized. Right now, we are organized according to color. So if you come in with a piece that you'd like to finish off, you can go directly to that color area and find just what you're looking for. If you like to browse, you're going to be discovering all different kinds of fabrics all within each color group. We also have a lot of printed fabrics that have little designs that have to do with hiking, camping, animals in the wilderness, little cartoon friends, lots of fun, friendly designs that also make amazing masks. I'm going to come across over here and show you. Here we start to have some of our more wildlife themed wilderness cabin kind of quilts. These are mostly panels, and they have coordinating fabrics here that just make that panel really pop out. If you look at our panel up here, it's called Panel and Checkerboard. This is an example of a way that you can work with a panel. Panels seem to always be a challenge. We're so attracted to them, and they're such beautiful pictures, but what to do with them is sometimes really quite a question. So we have a whole list of ideas here at the shop, and we would love to talk you through some of our ideas. And I'm also going to show you a few of the little patterns that we have on little postcards of how you can use those panels. Over in this area, we have examples of all of our panels hanging up so that you can see them without having to battle the bolts. So we have quite a wide variety, and some of them fun, childlike, playful patterns, and some of them more like a good old den wall with photographs of wildlife on it. So as far as using the panels, we do have a series of these little cards, and I've picked out some that feature a panel in the middle. This just gives you an idea of how you could use a panel and then build out a border around it so that you are turning it into a full wall hanging or a quilt. These are really popular, and they're just a great way to get a good idea of what you can do with a panel. Back in this room, we feature our dog section. We all love our dogs, and these are from the Whole Country Caboodle, and they come with pre-cut pieces so that you can make your own dog. And here is an example of the dog on a dishcloth, and so these are great fun. We also have custom batik fabric. This is our custom batik section, and as you can see, we have all the colors of the rainbow, and our batiks feature local animals and local wildlife mostly. This is an example of the Alaskan and basically all of our wilderness animals. We have lynx, and we have bighorn sheep and moose and bears. A lot of our fabric has bears and bear tracks on it because that's something we're so excited about up here. we're going to head out here and I can point out to you our fat quarters. We have cut fat quarters from all of the different fabrics in our shop that are not panels or are not such a large design that, that it wouldn't work well in a fat quarter. I'm going to show you the difference between a fat quarter and a width of fabric quarter. All of our fabric is priced on the end. You can find the price. It's priced by the quarter yard. So for instance, this one is $3 a quarter yard. So what that means is if you ask us to cut you a quarter yard, you are going to get a long, skinny piece. Quarter of a yard is 9 inches wide, and then it's the width of the fabric. So the fabric is about 43 to 44 inches. So if you ask us to cut a quarter yard, this is about what you're going to get. A half yard would be double this, and so on. If you're interested in a fat quarter, our fat quarters are already pre-cut and pre-folded. Their price is right here inside their little mouth. Okay, you'll see a little tag in there and that'll have the price. When you open up a fat quarter, it is actually a half of a quarter yard, a half of a half yard, I'm sorry. So when we cut a half yard of width of fabric, then we can cut that in half, and sometimes this gives you a little bit more to work with, especially if the pattern is directional. So think about how you want your fabric. Do you want it in a fat quarter or do you want it in a width of fabric quarter? The prices will be very close to each other. The fat quarters typically run about $3.50 and their little tag will be right there in their mouth. Okay, just like that one. All right, so anytime you need to check one, you're welcome to. We do have some plain Kona fabrics that are a little less expensive, and then we have some Charlie Harper fabrics that are a little bit higher price point because they're so